What's up, YouTube? It's your boy KJ, baby, and I'm back with another banger. And I got a question for y'all. Is or was Larry Bird the scariest trash talker that the NBA has ever seen?
What? What?
Do you think so? What about this question? Is Larry Bird your GOAT? Because from what I've heard and what I've seen, he embarrassed a lot of players. He told players what he was going to do, when he was going to do it, how he was going to do it, and he did it. That's scary. That's scary. Does that put him in the debate to be a GOAT? You know, did that throw him in the GOAT debate? I don't know, man. Let's talk to him. We're going to listen to some stories about Larry Bird. Because, first of all, greatness, I missed talking about him. But greatness demands our attention. You hear me? So we got to listen to these stories, and we're going to give our reaction to it. So if y'all don't mind, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. That's what we do. We're building a big family over here. You feel me? And we on that basketball edge tonight. So, hey, let's get started. Ain't trying to waste no time. Y'all got to get out. We'll get the flowers for your old lady. So I'm going to hurry up and shoot this video so you can do something nice for your old lady. You feel me? Let's go.
Larry Bird was one of the biggest trash talkers in basketball. And a lot of people say, really? You know, they thought it was Reggie.
You heard that? That was the opening line. Larry Bird, one of the biggest trash talkers in the NBA. One of the biggest. Okay, let's dive in.
Or Charles
Bird used to tell me, look here, man.
You supposed to be a great defender, right? And I'm gonna make sure I tell you where I'm gonna shoot the ball at.
Yeah, he said, I'm gonna get it right here. I'm gonna shoot it right in your face.
And I'm looking at this guy like, he's nuts.
I'm gonna go shoot this motherfucking jumper in your face right there in that cone. And it's gonna be your Christmas present. I'm gonna wrap it up and bust your head open.
and that's exactly what he did.
If he tell you gonna hit a shot in a certain place, he gonna do just that, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
Been a better player each step I took. I was able to look more than the other guys. I had a green light. I could make plays, but I
Next,
always
baby.
knew early on, especially when I was a junior, senior high school, that probably the outcome of the game was going to depend on me.
Well, yeah, I interviewed Gary Payton, a venomous trash talker, and I asked him who the most vicious trash.
A lot of people done gave Gary Payton props for his trash talking. He was a defensive prowess, and his trash talking was above average. You feel me? I guess he could really aggravate you on that court. You feel me? The glove. You remember his shoes from Nike now, the glove. Nice little shoe. I think I had a pair of those.
Talker he's ever encountered, he said Larry Bird.
Oh, no question.
Bird talk shit, like we talk.
Let me tell y'all something. Bird used to tell me, look here, man. I'm gonna go shoot this motherfucking jumper in your face right there in that corner. And it's gonna be your Christmas present. I'm gonna wrap it up and bust your head open. All that shit.
He told me, young fella, let me tell you something. I can shoot a jumper anywhere I want to. You supposed to be a great defender, right? I'm gonna make sure I tell you where I'm gonna shoot the ball at. And I
Here
was
we
like,
go.
man, come on now, you're not gonna shoot the ball. And so he said, I'm gonna take you over in that corner right there. You see it over there by my bench, right? And I'm gonna give you something, and it's gonna be this jumper. So he went right to that corner, and I'm up on him, I'm under him. And he said, young fella, what did I tell you I was gonna do? And he turned around, raised up, and it was all drawn.
Nasty, dog. Bird talking that junk. It's one thing to talk trash, to talk junk. But when you back it up, that's alpha. Right? That's alpha level. You know what I mean? That ain't no chump, no medium, no in between. That's alpha energy. You feel me? I'm telling you what I'm gonna do, and then I do it. Then I look at your little punk ass. Well, I'm gonna be quiet.
And I said, shit, I ain't gonna mess with you no more.
He was the coldest dude I ever seen with that shit, man. Everybody be talking about these greats. They don't be always mentioning him. He was the shit. Yeah. The shit, man.
See, that's why I'm asking, do y'all think these stories might just put Larry Bird in the GOAT debate? What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? The boy was cold, huh? You gotta give props where props are due.
He'll give it to you any way he wanted to. Larry Bird was cold.
Bird didn't talk trash.
Layup package? He had a layup package?
Everybody. I always tell the story about Larry Bird. I remember him, he was cursing under his breath.
Larry Bird had a layup package, come to the goal, shoot the floater, miss the floater, go get his own rebound. What were the other guys up on the goal doing? Come on, man. What y'all doing?
And I asked him, I said, Larry, what's going on with you? He says, you guys are being disrespectful to me. And I says, what are you talking about? He says, you guys are putting a white guy on me.
Oh, Lord. Man, come on, man. We got a white basketball player offended by the other players in the league because they got another white basketball player holding defense on him. I'd have heard it all.
Disrespectful. I just started laughing. I had no comeback when he says, it's disrespectful when y'all put a white guy on me.
Oh, man.
I'm insulted that they would put a sorry dude like you on me. He said, no, I don't even want to play no more. He would drop the ball and take a turnover. And I'm looking at this guy like,
wow,
he's nuts, you know?
Man, this is Petty Betty, man. He did not want a white guy holding him at the game. Excuse me, guys. He did not want a white guy holding him in the game. That don't even make... I'm going to just sit back.
The story goes that when he played against Denver, they had a guy named John Hansley, a white guy, really good defender, right?
Okay.
They put him on Larry, and Larry was wearing his ass out.
Ooh.
And Larry would run by
Layup
the bench
package.
and tell Doug Moe, who was the coach, get him off me. That's disrespectful. Put a black guy on me. Because when he played back in the day, that's all he played.
Put a black guy on me. You heard him. He said it out loud. Put a black guy on me. But they said that's all he played growing up before he made it to the pros and stuff. So that's what he expected when he got there. In his mind, he wanted the best. He wanted to battle the best.
Played against was brothers. So he was like, I had to torch his ass so they understand.
And Larry got on the roll, started shooting the balls, and every shot was going in. He runs by Frank Layden, who's the funniest guy.
We got to see that again. Over the backboard.
He runs by Frank Layden, who's the funniest guy in the league. And
Larry Bird you're not gonna breeze through with that over the backboard shot in an NBA game. That's like when you're at the court with your boys, you playing 21. You shoot over the backboard because you know, hey, if I don't make it, it's all right. This man shot over the backboard in a game, in an NBA game.
That's all he played against was brothers.
Watch this.
So he was like, I had to torch his ass so they understand.
Okay, now right there. Going out of bounds, get control of it.
Shot was going
1 foot.
Right? He runs by Frank Layden.
Off of 1 foot over the backboard. That's playground type basketball shots.
Who's the funniest guy in the league. And Frank is coaching, and Larry says to him, hey, Frank, don't you have anybody on that bench that can guard me? He goes, so nobody out here can. Frank looked down at the bench and goes, no.
Along with Steve Jones and Rick Barry, this is Bob Neal. Just moments before the American Airlines Sheraton long-distance shootout. All-Star game.
He was talking junk to the coach. How many people talk junk to the coach? Man.
He's in Dallas, the first three-point contest, and he just starts looking at guys, doesn't say a word, and people are getting kind of nervous. Everybody's sitting there, everybody's real quiet. You knew the guys, but you never were around them. And nobody's really saying anything, so I walk in and look around, and then he finally speaks and says, I'm just looking to see who's going to finish second.
And says, I hope all you guys in here are thinking about second place because I'm winning this.
Asshole, man. Trash talker, arrogant ass, great basketball player. It's one thing to talk, John. I'm going to say this again. It's one thing to talk ish. But when you can talk it and back it up, I got respect for you, man.
Excuse me? Did you
really got to respect that.
For a second?
Yeah, I did. I felt so bad.
When you walked in there, what were you thinking when you made that announcement to the room? Just messing with all those guys?
I know going into that, I remember in the locker room, Robert said something that there's no way in hell I was going to win that three-point contest. So I knew right then I had to win it.
Dang.
That check's had my name on it for a week now, and I knew I was going to win this thing. I've been practicing, and my teammates said I wasn't going to win it, but I came back and lucked out, really.
Okay.
Bird would luck out again the next year, but in 1988, it looked like his luck had finally run out. He certainly doesn't have that normal Bird rhythm going on.
This man went 3 feet on a three-point shootout.
Has to be 15. That's 8. Make it 9. 10. 11 as we're counting. 13.
A huge rack that time for Bird.
He's still got to drop one here quickly. 14. This is a tie.
Whatever y'all knows about Bird, most people come out there arms out in their jersey, right? He's still shooting in his shoot-around jacket, his warm-up jacket. Rainbow shots in the warm-up jacket. Man, come on, bro.
For the money.
That joker held that hand up.
Exactly what the score was. He knew that ball was.
He held his hand up before the last shot hit. So it's like when we see Steph Curry doing that, some of us were so young, and some people that's watching him now are so young. They don't, when you see Curry do certain stuff, you think that's the first time it's ever been done. And I've seen enough clips in the NBA to know that every how would you put it, genre? Not genre, but every group just came through there. If you go back and put the highlights from each group, a lot of the moves are mimicked throughout the different groups. Johnson and Bird, Jordan and all the people he played with, LeBron, Curry. It just all the moves have been just redid over and over by a different person.
Was going to win the competition for him, and it's almost like he did it in dramatic fashion just to make it more fun.
He knew it when he let it go and was headed for the winner's circle.
He ain't took off his top yet. Oh, yeah. I didn't see when he took off his top.
Larry used to come in the locker rooms. He'd be getting his ankles taped, and he'd say, hey, ball boy, run in and go find the scoring record in this building. He needed those kind of challenges.
He had accomplished every goal. We hadn't lost a game on the trip, and Larry told all of us players and the media too. Tomorrow night's the last game of the trip. I'm going to play this one left-handed at least through 3 quarters.
It was in a time when McHale was still coming off the bench.
And so Larry scores his 6th point on a left-handed shot.
And I'll never forget him. McHale
left-handed.
McHale goes, hey, Jerome, wait till he starts shooting right-handed.
No, that's some Kobe Bryant type stuff. Like, you just switch hands. That's some of that stuff. He had done everything, so he used his other hand to score. I like they say LeBron's left-handed, but he shoots right-handed because it looks better or something like that. I don't know, but he doesn't shoot with his left hand, even though he's left-handed, and he can shoot with his left hand. I was wondering why his layup pack was so good on that side, but it makes sense now. But back to Bird. Bird is shooting with his left hand just to do it. Come on, man.
And at the end of 3 quarters, 27 points left-handed.
27 points left-handed.
One thing, but when the game got close, I had to go back to the right one.
He could hold all these things in his head during a game. So he'd have a shooting drill at the old Boston Garden.
4:30 in the afternoon. I was an early guy. I'd set up early. The garden would be dark.
Late in the afternoon by himself, dark garden. Come out with an equipment guy and just do the perimeter, shoot for half hour. All you heard was swishing.
If he missed a shot during that thing, he'd say that the Bull Gang set up something wrong with the rim. Otherwise that would have gone in.
I'd get there early, plug in my Stone Age computer right next to the bench. He'd come over, he'd call me Scoop. He'd say, Scoop, what are you working on? I'm saying, I'm doing an early story.
And I'd say, well, I'm doing an early edition newspaper story about your free throw streak.
You were approximating the NBA record for consecutive free throws, so don't miss one.
Listen to this, young ballers in the league, or young ballers out there, period. It's not so much for the people that haven't made it to where they want to be yet, because the people that haven't made it to where they want to be are going to be outside putting up shots every day. It's the work they do when nobody's looking that makes them so great when everybody's looking. You feel me? They put in the work. But this is more so for the people who are good or are great at what they do. You're getting praised by everybody, and you feel like, why should I practice? Why would I practice? Look at Bird. Bird was out shooting everybody, and he was still going to get that practice in. 30 minutes of shooting, right? You always got to practice. You always got to work on your craft, sharpen your skills. You know what I mean? You cannot, if you take time off, that's when you'll be passed up. So I got to admire that. That's something that we can all use in life, period.
Tonight, or I'll look bad in the paper.
Sure enough, first half, he goes to the line for 2, and the foul line is lined up right where we're sitting if he looks over.
He's at the line. He makes the first.
He looks over and winks at me.
He looks over and winks at me before he makes the second. I mean, guys don't do that today. And he would...
Always thinking about these things. It's like paying off a bet in the middle of the game.
Kisses.
He was doing 2 things at once.
Well, you had the Bird night.
I had the Bird night. That was a tough night, man.
Doc Rivers.
Nobody was guarding Bird, were they?
Well, we were trying.
You were trying to.
No, but when a guy is literally coming up the court, calling his shots, it's in that game, we're on the free throw line,
And he's like, he literally says,
"It's off the glass. Who's next? Where do you want this one from?"
Dang.
And he just made one after another, and he just tortured us mentally. That game, he tortured all of us.
I think Bird went by the bench one time too.
He fell in the bench.
Man, bruh. This guy didn't need a coach. He did not need a coach. Just listening to these stories. And you know how people say, well, man, they just, you know, everybody just want to make him feel good or whatever. These are all different people from all different teams. Everybody can't lie on this man. Everybody can't lie on Bird. So he must have been doing something.
Oh, he did.
And he called that one. That was the one where he fell in it. He literally said, off the glass into the trainer. And,
crazy.
His last shot.
That's crazy work.
He said, in the trainer's lap, coming down the court. He shot this high rainbow. It goes in. Ricky bumps into him and he knocks him on our trainer's lap. So it was exactly what he said.
Antoine Carr and Cliff
Crazy.
Livingston got fined by Fratello, I think.
and Eddie Johnson for celebrating.
That's crazy
Celebrating
work.
Bird.
Yeah, it was the best film session. Every time when I see Mike, we still laugh.
God,
it was
so
it was the greatest film session ever because back then, you know, you watched the real game and just went, you know, with a video, and Mike rewound the celebration 20 times.
And they show a shot of our bench. Cliff Livingston and Eddie Johnson
Yeah.
are standing up giving each other high five.
I mean,
Them boys got hit with a penalty for celebrating when the opposite player, which was Larry Bird, hit a shot. But the shot was so tight though, man. I mean, he dribbles, he take a high arcing three from the left corner of the court over there. I mean, that was like a high percentage shot. That was like a hard shot, right? You got to know what you're doing when you shoot like that. And he shoots them like he throwing a nickel in a bucket. Like he can't
was
miss.
Entertained by this, even the guys on the Atlanta bench.
They got fined for that, I heard.
Yeah, watch the reactions on the Atlanta bench.
No, dude ain't missing. I'm sorry, LeBron. You got to take that GOAT label off. Because, I mean, I don't know.
You see Scotty Hastings with them. Yeah. Watch Cliff Livingston over here. This is Cliff.
Dude, he's not even getting the full. You know how a lot of times you like to get in your setup to shoot your shot, right? This man is leaning in, body all up on somebody. His arms are thrown in different directions. He's just converting for the shot. I'm talking about nothing but net. No backboard. Nothing but net now.
And Fratello wouldn't let it go. He just kept rewinding. Showing the guys, you remember they're giving each other high five.
And then somebody falls off the bench.
Yeah,
too.
that was Eddie Johnson.
Yeah.
Eddie Johnson falls off the bench in laughter, and Antoine Carr and Cliff gives each other high five. And our film session is 20 minutes of that. And, yeah, and so it was a bad night.
The first game against Larry Bird, it was shocking. And I'm a rookie, you know. I go shake his hand.
Dominique Wilkins,
both
baby.
hands behind his back. And I'm saying, okay, he's getting his head ready to play. First play of the game, he says, I don't know where they got you guarding me, Holmes. And he shoots a three. I was pissed.
Yeah.
I said, I wasn't mad he hit the three. But did this bitch just call me Holmes?
Did he just call me Holmes? Yeah, that probably would have ruffled your feathers. Bro, you don't know me like that.
You know? And so it's set up for a really interesting game. Because I remember one time I came down and I dunked it on him. He laying on the ground. He fouled me, and I'm pointing. And he said, hey, Rook. I said, what? He said, I like you. You know, he said, you got balls, but I'm still going to get 30 on your ass. You know?
Man, Dominique Wilkins was so high. And I'm telling you, man, with your elbows upside your head with the ball bit back, it takes some stretching to do that, cuz you got to be limber as I don't know what. That ain't no easy feat. I'm just being real. Or maybe I'm just too stiff.
38, so he kind of proved his point. But I had to pay my dues. I wasn't upset about that because, you know, back then, you know, as a rookie, you know, you got to pay your dues. Simple as that.
It was funny, the first time that I played in my rookie year, I guarded Larry Bird, and it took me about 10 minutes to realize I should be probably guarding him instead of staring at him. You know? And he came down, it was funny, he came down one time, and Mark West was the center on our team, and Larry looked at me, and then he looked at Mark, and he said, Mark, I'm going to go down, I'm going to come off the screen, I'm going to catch it right there, I'm going to turn around, I'm going to shoot it in the rookie's face, and then I'm going to run down the floor.
Yeah, dog talks to the jump to the rookie, man.
That just happened.
But did he talk to you, or you weren't good enough?
Through me. He never
He never
addressed me.
I love that.
He never addressed this
Did
guy.
Mark West going,
Mark was like, all right,
okay,
man.
all right.
You probably will. Good luck.
And then he did.
He did it.
Well, he did
Well, Kevin Johnson.
He backed up whatever he said. If he tell you gonna hit a shot to certain place, or if he gonna take you down to the post, turn around, hit a fadeaway J, he gonna do just that, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
You didn't
These
see.
guys came in together.
You didn't see many people get their ankles broke back in the day. I got to see that again. Maybe I haven't watched enough old footage.
Whatever he said. If he tell you gonna hit a shot to certain place, or if he gonna take you down to the post, turn around, hit a fadeaway J, he gonna do just that, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
These guys came in together.
This might be the purest shooter that the NBA has ever seen. I know they say Steph Curry, but I've been watching this video as long as y'all been watching this video with me. And we about 20 minutes. I don't know, maybe a little less. But Larry Bird ain't used the backboard yet. It's been nothing but nets every time.
In 81, there's Kevin, there's Larry, there's Robert, Dennis Johnson, Danny Ainge. They knew what each other could do. And what I did was said, okay, let's see what's happening out there. And you'd see Larry shooting a three-pointer, and then I call a timeout.
Swish.
And they didn't count the three-pointer.
Larry just hit what would have been the game-winning shot.
But the timeout was after the three.
It won't count. It does not count. Boston had called a timeout.
Oh, boy, I know he was pissed.
Upset.
So he's very upset with that. So I diagrammed the play. He says, heck with the play, Case. Hey, guys, when I come back after timeout, I'm going to go right to the same spot. I'm going to kick it in. Give me the ball and tell all the rest of the guys to get out of the way. I said, shut up, Larry. I'm the coach here. Okay.
Dang.
All right. Dennis, you take the ball out, give it to Kevin, then you throw it to Larry, and everybody get the hell out of the way.
Celtics are down by
That was the best way. That was the best way to handle that.
2 points, and Bird is out by the three-point line, and he's being guarded by a guy named Johnny High.
He goes down before the ball is thrown in, and he's standing right in front of the Phoenix bench, and he looks at all the guys on the bench and says,
"Yeah, I'm just fixing to bust a three on you guys and just go home. I'm tired of this."
And he says, "Watch my hand as I follow through."
And Johnny High sort of smiles and laughs about it.
And
crazy,
I was supposed to cut
this
off
crazy
my
work,
post and
Danny
post up
Ainge.
for a second, and then go across and set a pick. Well, I came off the pick and I was wide open, and I stood there waiting for the ball. I had a smaller guy to post up, and Larry just waved me out of the way, saying, "Get out of here, get out of the way."
And then he just turns around and shoots a perfect
inbound.
As the ball's in the air,
Dude.
he kind of turns towards the Phoenix.
That was a inbound. Larry Bird caught the ball, then turned around and did a skip hop off of one leg three-pointer. He is shooting playground three-pointers, dude. Like that old stuff, like if I make it, cool, but if I don't make it, oh well. In an NBA game. These are like playground launches at the rim. I gotta see that again. That didn't have no structure, man.
Out of the way, saying, "Get out of here, get out of the way."
And then he just turns
Inbound,
around,
catches over his left.
As the ball's in the air,
One,
he
two
kind
step.
of turns towards the Phoenix bench and yells, "Told you so!" He stops running to the locker room.
Stop and pointing at the bench.
Now that's what you call arrogance.
I told y'all, arrogant, asshole, whatever you want to call it. But he backs it up. So it's like, you got to respect it, really?
That time I learned to run Larry's play, not the coach's play.
He wanted the light on him. He wanted the focus.
He
and he wanted that ball. And in case he would ever call somebody else's play, Larry would just say, no. I'm shooting this ball. And he would.
I get a charge when I tell someone on the opposing team that I'm going to hit the last second shot and then do it. That's what it's all about.
Tie game, 13 seconds to play. Celtics basketball.
During the timeout, I'm going through a play. And about that time,
Give it to Larry. He'll eat it.
Coach, why don't you just give me the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way? It's Larry. If he wants the ball, he wants the ball. After the timeout, we walked back on the court, and then Xavier was guarding him. So he tells Xavier, "I'm getting the ball."
I said, "I know, I'm going to be waiting." And he said, "I'm going to get it right here. I'm going to shoot it right in your face."
Dang, boy.
Live, and Bird has the basketball.
I'm touring y'all.
Larry Bird, just phenomenal the way that...
He came out and went right about that exact spot and shot a shot right in my face. And, he was like,
Dang.
I didn't need to leave 2 seconds on the clock. I walked back to the sideline like, damn.
Larry Bird was one of the biggest trash
I'm just
talkers
tripping off a man.
in basketball. And a lot of people say, really? They thought
A man telling you about to lose. And then you lose. I don't know what to say.
It was Reggie or Charles. Larry Bird talked more trash on the basketball court than anybody I've ever played against. So we playing him the last
There
play.
you go.
He says to James Worthy, he says, "You guys
James
don't have to worry about
Worthy.
it. I'm gonna go right over there that corner.
Big shot
I'm
Worthy.
gonna catch it, I'm gonna shoot it, and I'm gonna tie the game or win the game, whatever the case may be." They take the ball out, and I think it was either Danny or
DJ,
the late great DJ.
Yeah.
You DJ coming down, right, with the ball. Oh, great DJ, that's good. So pass it to Larry, he's in that corner. Now I gotta go out and close Larry Bird out. So as I'm running out to Larry Bird, he's talking trash to me. I don't know
Crazy.
why you're running out here. Who says that in the middle of the game?
I don't know why you're running out here.
Get one step away from me and I'm gonna shoot it right in your face. So I got one step away. He shoots it all net. 3-pointer, good.
Take the ball out, man crow right to the corner, caught the shot, shot a three, game over. It's like, are you?
Larry Bird told Magic Johnson, now Magic Johnson ain't no chump of a player. He's another great NBA legend, great top 75. I don't know why you running out here. I'm gonna wait till you 1 foot away from me and shoot it, and he does it, and he shoots the 3-pointer and hits the three. And might I add, these are all net shots. I still have not seen a backboard shot yet, people. The audacity.
And he turned to me and said, "You did all that running for nothing."
And he was saying in such a calm way that you didn't think it was trash talking, but it's
Right,
trash
it's trash talking.
You're not gonna tell me you're gonna go over there and shoot the ball in my face. That's trash talking. But he would tell you before the play.
That's the first time I seen the backboard. He shot the floater and it rimmed out and hit the backboard, went back in. That's the first.
It started. He'd tell you where he's going. He'd tell you when he catches
Oh,
it,
yeah,
what to
nice.
do about it. And it was great trash talking because it wasn't vulgar. I mean, he wasn't pounding.
I see why Bird got a lot of people in the air. He does to show you the ball. He shows that ball. Most athletes on defense are going to jump at it, swing at it. He shows them the ball, put the dribble back down, hits the open shot. 'Cause he's going to dribble away from you around you. It's crazy.
In his chest, you can just be standing next to him. You know, I would jump out and try to block a shot on rotation, and he'd say, "Scott,
You jump high, but you don't jump that high. You can't get this.
Scott, you're a little too late. Scott, you're not getting that. Why are you even jumping? Why are you running out of here?" But it was all game.
He'd say something like, "Don't do that."
Yeah, don't do that. I mean, he talked the whole game, and it was you know, after the game and after years of thinking about it, you're like, man, that's why he's one of the greatest players ever played.
He was ridiculous. He came on here. Our sportscaster played the Superman theme when he was talking about him that night after the game.
Crazy.
He did everything: points, rebounds, assists, just steals, you name it. Larry has such a.
Well, Kareem looked like he wasn't studying them back when they was on that court battling each other, man. That looked like that was a little Adam. Woo!
Great mind for the game. I had a lot of respect for him as a competitor.
That competitive nature, the work ethic, because I asked a lot of questions. You know, playing with Byron Scott, I asked him a lot of questions. Eddie Jones, Magic.
Oh, yeah.
James Worthy, Kurt Rambis, all the Laker greats. I would always sit down and just ask them questions. What actually happened there? What did you feel there? And why? You know, Bird tough to defend. Why? Because he looks slow as shit to me. So like,
yeah.
I'm missing something. So like, tell me what I'm.
That's that Luka Doncic too. That's that man that looks slow, but his skill level, he looks slow because he's so good. The game is slowed down to him because he's so good. It looks slow when you watch in real time, but you can't stop them from getting to their spots. You can't box them out. I mean, you cannot stop their shots. They're going to get their 30-something points a night. So, yeah, they look slow. Sometimes their bodies don't even look like in that great a shape. But they still get what they want during the game. That's crazy.
Missing, you know what I mean?
You know, like I was saying, growing up in Boston, people all used to always talking about that he can't jump, he can't do this, he can't do that. And, you know, a lot of my friends was like that, you know. So, I got to the league. I called all my friends back up. I said, you know, all that trash
I'm talking about you.
You need to squash all that. This man is great.
Oh, good
Whatever
layup
you
package.
were saying, for a man who can't jump, he's demolishing everybody. He's doing it on everybody. He's doing it on the best defensive player.
Dude, the layup package, they said he can't jump. He come up to the rim like he barely moving, and then he dunks. He stuffs the dunk in. I don't know, man. You might have to put Larry Bird in GOAT debate. The boy cold. He cold. We don't even talk about that enough, but he cold. He is cold.
Players in the league.
Yeah, I never forget.
They don't mention him when they talk.
Game.
It's New Mexico State playing Indiana State. I don't really care about the game, but New Mexico State is right up the streets from El Paso, and I went to UTEP, and we're big rivalries. So I'm hoping that Indiana State will beat New Mexico State. And I'm listening to the radio, and I have no clue of the players on either team. All of a sudden, this name keeps coming. Bird. He goes to the right. Bird. He makes the strike. Bird.
God, dog.
Damn, who was Bird? Bird. You know, here's Bird.
I'm sorry, Steph Curry. You wasn't the first. It wasn't them long shots. Larry, I just seen Larry Bird step across half court barely and arch that shot. You know it went in. Come on, bro. Like I said, the different eras of the NBA, a lot of the plays, the athleticism, the pure shooters, all this stuff has been replicated over and over again. Like, you know how they say sometimes, like, there's nothing new under the sun. So when you start doing something and you start achieving excellence and stuff, and you think that's the first time that's happened. But it's not. There were a bunch of greats. All the greats that we see in the NBA in today's time, there were a bunch of greats. Just like there are now, back in these different eras. You had the Kareems, you had the Birds, you had the Magics, then you had the Jordans, the Pippins. Oh man, Clyde Drexler and all them different cats. Then you had Bron and Steph Curry and James Harden. I mean, you know, it just goes on. Kawhi Leonard. You got David Robinson, Tim Duncan. I mean, you know, Shaq. Y'all mean, it's just crazy, man.
Bird and Bird this and Bird. Oh, did you see the pass that Bird made? I can't see it, but I'm just trying to imagine it. When the time I got to the end, I said, damn, that brother can play.
He can play it out.
When I got the newspaper the next morning and saw Larry's picture, I said, damn.
That's what I'm talking about.
Larry, it wasn't you know, be honest with you. The young lady that said you were her favorite player, mine too. I love you too, Magic, but not as much as I like Bird.
Dang.
People always talk about great basketball players.
Great basketball player. They never mention him. They never mention Bird, man. I've done enough Michael Jordan stories, Kobe Bryant. Oh, I bragged on LeBron so much. God, just doing the research, going back and looking at what Bird did, crazy, bro.
I think nobody ever could get out with him. You ask Magic. That's why Magic had a run, and he was mad when he had to retire in '92 because of what he was going to be missing with Larry Bird.
Yeah.
And then you remember Larry Bird took 2 more years, and then he quit because he said his main guy who he wanted to play against is gone.
I'm going to tell this story. We're in LA, and I'm hurt.
I got a pulled hamstring, so I'm not playing tonight.
So I can't play against the Celtics. You know, I'm killing myself. You know, Larry's warming up. The anthem is sung and get introduced. And right before they go out on the court, Larry comes down. He says, you know what?
Since you here, I'm going to put a show on for you. So you just sit back and watch, okay?
Don't worry. I'm going to put a show on for you.
Wow.
Man, get out of my face, man. Want to hear that?
The competitiveness.
You know, this is Celtics and the Lakers.
And he went out. I think he scored 38 points, about 20 rebounds, about 15 assists.
Right.
And every shot he would shoot, he would turn to me.
Every time he hit one, he look at me.
Dang, bro.
And I said, boy, you know, the thing about
the nice asshole, the nice arrogant asshole. But, like I said, backed it up. So you might take asshole out of him because he wasn't mean about it. But God, was he talking that junk and bagging it up, man. I mean, wow. You can hate that, but you got to respect it. I'm going to be like them guys on the bench over there laughing and slapping hand falling off the bench. Yeah, I'm probably going to get fined because I love the game. And I see somebody showing out the game. You can't help but to enjoy that. You like it, even if they ain't not on your team. Yeah, it sucks that they're not on your team, but I mean, what can you say?
that I love about you is that most guys talk trash and can't bag it up.
Can't bag it up.
Mr. Bird, you know you can bag your trash talking up.
Yeah.
And last but not least, I'm going to say this because you told me one lie. You only told me one lie in your career. Only one. And you only lied to the fans and all the people in the world one time. Do you know what that lie was? You don't remember, do you? Larry Bird said that there would be another Larry Bird one day. And Larry, there will never, ever, ever be another Larry Bird. And so, this is mine, and I signed it to you, to the greatest basketball player ever, but more important, a friend forever. I love you, I respect you, and I admire you.
Dang, dog. That was tough right there. That was tough right there. Them jokers both probably cried at them doing retirement speeches. For Magic to go out, retire, and then Bird said 2 years later that he gonna retire because the person he wanted to play against wasn't there anymore. That say a lot about their competitiveness and their, how much they enjoy competing against each other in the game. So, but just listening to them story guys, I'm telling you, you just got to start mentioning Bird when you start talking about the greats. You can't leave him out. You cannot. And I'm talking about his level of shooting is through the roof, man. I'm talking about pure. I'm talking about rainbow arch, pure shooter. A-hole, arrogant ass, nice ass asshole, just gonna tell you what he gonna do. He knew what you were coming in to do, but he was gonna tell you what he was gonna do, and you couldn't stop him. So, hats off to Larry Bird, man. It's always great looking back at some of the greats and enjoying and wowing at what they brought to the game. So yeah, guys, I said it wasn't gonna be long, but it was. But hey, what can I say? We were talking about a great player. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I need y'all to answer a couple questions in the comments. Do you think that Larry Bird should be mentioned in the GOAT debate? Is he your GOAT? Is he your favorite player? And yeah, man, I'll be looking forward to those comments, man. So yeah, y'all get in there and do that thing. I'm waiting on you. It's your boy KJ, man. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.